This is Solo P1. Welcome to week 35 Premier League preview show. So what we do on here, we're going to talk about games. We're going to talk about the top 6 teams. We're going to give you our opinion on who do I think is going to win. We can't actually say who's going to win the league because Liverpool's won the league. But it is what it is. But I'm going to bring in Mike Hulk. He's my partner in crime. Toto Ara! Big up, Toto.
Big up, man.
That link, what you said, was no good, by the way. I had to restart the stream, but it's all good now. Go on. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, doing well, man. Doing well. Just been chilling this week. Of course, had a karting race Thursday, which of course you want to have my thoughts on it. On the last video we did, our last live stream, so go check out that. So I didn't start the video where I just mentioned what happened at karting and all that. Plus, we got my socials as well, which I'll link down below. But overall, yeah, doing all well.
So we've got this week, kind of boring. We won the league now, innit? So we don't really need to talk about us unless you want to. Premier League. Let's talk about the first game if you want to. I'm going to bring it up. Man City. They played today, actually. Man City and Wolves. This will be at the Etihad. And this is the first game going to be playing, and that's today at 8 o'clock. Actually, today. Playing today. So,
Man City.
Yeah, Man City are playing Wolves today in the league. So what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I think it's definitely going to go for a win to Man City. And they're doing a decent form at the moment. Of course, having a motion form as well. And yeah, their main striker. And I think City overall got the far superior team. Wolves can. What has Wolves got to fight for? Let's face it. City's got a Champions League to fight for, and I think they'll be more up for this game at the Etihad as well. So yeah, I think City's winning this game all day long.
Yeah, and he says on there the win probability is 70% for Man City, 12% Wolves. Man City are 4th in the table. They're fighting for Champions League. We knew that Thingy dropped points. Nottingham Forest dropped points again the other day. So they've gone down to 60 points. Man City are in the driving seat to get top 4. Chelsea can actually get top 4 as well, but you can't rely on Chelsea. I still think Nottingham Forest will get in the top 5 because it's top 5 now for Champions League. I think Nottingham Forest might scrape it, or maybe Villa. Villa's on 57 points, Nottingham Forest on 60, Chelsea on 60, Man City on 61. So if Man City win today, they'll go above that. They'll go clear of them. They'll go above Newcastle, but Newcastle play tomorrow. So what's your prediction on this score?
I reckon I'm going to 4-0 City. I think they're absolutely demolition of the job for City. They'll be more up for this game, obviously, at the Etihad and challenge for Champions League as well.
Yeah.
So I'm going with 4-0 City.
Who do you think's going to score?
I think Moosh is going to be on the scorecard.
Yeah.
Maybe De Bruyne. Yeah, I think that's it, really.
Fair enough. So, yeah.
Maybe Garvardiol as well, because he usually scores, or Garvardiol, the left back.
I think it'd be 4.
Maybe Garvardiol, Mamouche, and De Bruyne.
I think it's going to be 4-0 as well, by the way. I think it's going to be 4-0 as well. Now, let's go to the next one. Let's pick Arsenal. Arsenal versus Bournemouth. I think this is going to be a tricky game for Arsenal, I do. I don't think Arsenal's really going to put their heart into this. They've more or less got top 4 now. They're on 67 points. Bournemouth are a decent team. You know, they beat. I think they beat Nottingham Forest the other day, innit?
Yeah, Bournemouth has had a good season this year.
They're a good team. They're a good team. They are. They're like Bournemouth for 10th in the table. They're fighting for European spots as well. They want to be in the conference. And I think I can see this year. I think it's gonna be 1-0 to Bournemouth. I don't know why. I just think it's gonna be 1-0 to Bournemouth. I don't think Arsenal's heart's in this game. They've got a big Champions game next week against PSG. They've got to go to France in the week. So I don't think their heart is on this. I think their heart is on the Champions League, which is understandable because they've never won it. So Bournemouth, I'm gonna go with a 1-0 for me. That's for me. This is at the Emirates. What are you saying?
I reckon 1-1 draw.
Who do you think's gonna score? I think Saka was. I think Keita.
Yeah, I think Saka and maybe Kluivert will score.
Yeah, he's cold, isn't he? He's not injured though, is he? No.
No, I'm not injured. No.
All right, he's cold. So let's go to the next one. We could do Brighton and Newcastle. This game, I think this game here is going to be maybe the game of the weekend, you know, because you've got two decent teams here, yeah. Newcastle's going to be up for it and Brighton's going to be up for it. Brighton is fighting for European spot. They're 9th in the table, yeah. And they want that conference or the Europa, yeah. And I think there's a chance that they can get it. The 51 points, 3 games to go in the Premier League, I think, yeah. 4 games to go in the Premier League, or 3, whatever. But I think Brighton, it's at Brighton as well. Fish and chips, you know, fish chips, cup of tea. Mary effing Poppins, England. What do you mean England? England. Fish chips, cup of tea, bad weather, good food. Mary effing Poppins, England. So I think Brighton, yeah, I think Brighton's gonna win, and I think Newcastle's gonna bomb it like they did last year.
I think Newcastle's winning.
They're gonna beat Brighton up at the.
They're in a good form. They're in a good form.
Okay.
4 wins out there.
You know, with Newcastle, they win and then they lose and then they draw. I don't understand with Newcastle. You know, Newcastle, they should be right on the heels of Arsenal. Remember a few weeks ago when they lost that game and they didn't need to, they just lost the game, yeah, and that dragged them back into the title fight. If they would have won that game last week, and I think they won the other day and they won a few days ago, yeah, they would have been easily top 4, easy. So you think Newcastle's going to win this? So who do you think is going to score?
I reckon it's going to be 2-0 to Newcastle.
Yeah, the fish and chips country.
I reckon Isak scoring a double. 4 wins out of the last 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, Isak at the moment is 6 goals behind Salah.
6 goals is it now?
6 goals behind Salah at the top goal scorer. So Isak might be going for that top goal scorer still. There's only about 4 or 5 games left. There's still time. But yeah, I think Newcastle will win this one, and I think they'll be more up for it than Brighton. Of course, Brighton challenging for conference as well, but Villa's got a big point gap on that Conference League. And of course, Villa's also challenging for Champions League as well.
Isak ain't getting nothing, bro. Isak ain't getting no top goals. Mohamed Salah's getting it, bro. He ain't scoring 6 goals in 3 games. No way.
I think Newcastle winning 2-0.
Fair enough. I think it's going to be a draw. I think fish chips, cup of tea, Brighton's going to win it. I think the Pigeons are going to get involved as well. I think the pigeons are going to fly into the pitch and get involved, so I was only joking. Nah, I think Brighton's going to win 1-0. Serious talk. 1-0. And you know who's going to score? You know I'm going to say, don't you?
No.
Who's going to score?
For Brighton.
Yeah, you know I'm going to say, don't you?
James Milner.
See, you knew. Milner. Anyway, I think Brighton's going to win, and I think Milner's going to score. How about that one? How about that? Nah, I was joking. Nah, I think they're going to win 1-0 though. Right, let's get on to Scummy United. There you go. No, it's top 4 I'm talking about. They can't be involved. West Ham. West Ham and Tottenham. So we've got a London derby. I know Tottenham's not in the top 4, but it is what it is. I'd rather Spurs up there than Man United. So West Ham versus Spurs. This game's going to be. I think this game's going to be a good game as well. It's at West Ham, so obviously West Ham's got the advantage. Spurs are where are Spurs in the table? Where are Spurs?
Oh my gosh.
Where are they? I don't even know where they are.
16th.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible.
Oh my god.
Why are we putting these? You know, we shouldn't even really comment on it. You know what?
No.
I'm gonna pass on this one. Sorry. Crystal Palace and Nottingham Forest. So for me, I think
Forest is getting it.
I think Forest is gonna lose.
No, I think
They've been on a losing streak lately. You know, Forest, they're dropping points. Bro.
Yeah, they've only lost the last 3 out the last 5.
Yeah, that's not good.
I
think you know, Crystal Palace, they gave us a good game, you know. You remember that, you know? Remember Crystal Palace? They beat Arsenal. They beat Arsenal at the Emirates as well last week. Or was it the week before they played them? They beat Arsenal. They drew against Arsenal, sorry, by the way. That enabled us, to go on to win the league to get next game. I think Crystal Palace is going to have a go. It's at home. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Crystal Palace.
Yeah, and Crystal Palace have got that boost of confidence. They knocked out Villa at the FA Cup. They're in the final
exactly.
now.
And they drew against
Wembley.
Arsenal.
Good chance that Crystal Palace might win or maybe draw. I'm smelling the draw, my opinion. And the Forest losing the 3 out the last 5.
My opinion.
But yeah, I'm going with what 2-2.
2-2. I'm going with a 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Big up Wanyak. I will get your chat up on the screen in a minute, bro. Just haven't got the chat up there. Big up to Wanyak. Big up to you, bro. Just doing a quick video today, bro, because we're really busy today with stuff and that. But big up to you, there's Wanyak every single time. Like the video. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. So what? Who's next? That's it, really. Liverpool. We're not gonna do Liverpool because we're gonna do the play along, not live for Liverpool. So that was the Premier League wrap up, man. We could do Liverpool. Talk about Liverpool if you want to. Who have Liverpool got? Who have we got? Who have Liverpool got? I don't even know.
Chelsea, I think.
Chelsea. Anyway, so this is going to be like we've won the league. Liverpool are Premier League champions, 20 league titles. Even though a lot of people say it's only been 2, calm down. It's 20 league titles. The Premier League didn't start.
Oh, yeah, I hate that narrative as well.
The Football League didn't start in 1992. Relax. It's the Football League. It's just changed the name for the haters. We have won 20 league titles, the most successful team in England. Eat that. Hold that. Anyway, so Chelsea versus Liverpool. What are you saying? I think Liverpool going to smash them. I do. Because and I think Chiesa is going to score. It's time for Chiesa now, man. Chiesa needs to step up, innit? What are you saying about Chiesa?
Yeah, hopefully, I think these games now is where hopefully Slot actually plays his second team.
Yeah. No, I won't go that far with the second team, but he needs to play Salah.
Yeah, but there's no point of playing the second team.
He has to play Salah.
Yeah, play Salah, but that's it. I think we should see Curtis Jones play, Chiesa play, more of Gakpo playing, Endo playing, maybe Darwin or that playing.
Yeah.
To give him a few more minutes in case he leaves. High chance of leaving in the summer.
Yeah, high probability.
Yeah, but
mate, you know what? The video, I'm just trying to make it fun. That's all. I'm just trying to make it fun. Go.
But yeah, I think
Total hammer.
Slut might play
What's
bit
that
of
thing?
his bit of his
Nah,
B
hold
tier.
on. What's that thing out of Karate Kid? Oh, what's his the blonde hair guy? What's his name? Quiet. Remember that's
Oh
it.
yeah, that one.
Yeah. Johnny Lawrence. Go. So, what's the score gonna be?
I reckon we're 5-0.
Nah, come on. We're gonna give Chelsea some respect.
Chelsea's been doing crap.
Yeah, but Chelsea are fighting for that. Nah, Chelsea are fifth in the table, bro. And they're all one point behind Man City.
2-0 then.
I think it's gonna be a tough game. I think it's gonna be a tough game because I think Chelsea are fighting for that top 4, top 5, the fifth at the moment, and I think they're gonna be really gunning for us in this game. I think it's gonna be 3-2 to Liverpool, 3-2, and I think if he plays, I think Chiesa is gonna score. I think Salah's gonna score. And I think Darwin Núñez is going to score as well. I think them three. The people that Darwin Núñez. I think Darwin Núñez is going to get a goal. Playing with freedom now.
Should have scored last game.
We've won the league. We're playing with freedom now. There's no pressure on us. We can go free roam, and this is when we're more dangerous. When you got nothing to lose, you get me. You've won everything now, so we could go for everything. Chiesa needs to play because if Chiesa doesn't play, he won't get no medal, and I think he will play. What is Slot's problem, man? Lead the man on the bench, man. He brought everybody else on set for Chiesa, man. Chiesa's sitting there thinking, bro, you're not even playing me, bro. What's going on? You know what I mean? He was smiling when all his mates are there, when all his mates went on the football pitch, smiling.
The last one there. I think him and Tsimikas are the last ones on the bench.
Tsimikas were there. He was on the bench on his own, bro. Tsimikas knows he's never going to play again, so you know what I mean? He's accepted that fate. But anyway, yeah, so we're going to go with that. But later on, we'll do the player line-up. I'm going to be heading off now, guys. This is week 25 of the Premier League wrap-up show. I'm vexed now because Formula 1 starts in about 8 minutes. Yeah. I've got to rush to my laptop and try and start it up. But it is what it is. But big up to everybody. Big up to OneNet for joining us. See you later, guys. Let me just put the intro screen on there and we'll be heading off. See you later, guys. Bye.